So in terms of the content creators like your Twitchers, your TikTokers, what's the best way you think they can leverage Web3 and crypto, in your opinion, through perhaps an example?
So the main problem with centralized platforms today is that you, as a content creator, could spend years building up your fan base and be deplatformed with no notice at all. And the issue is that because these different centralized platforms are siloed ecosystems, you can't port over your content or your audience, right? Like, for example, when I'm scrolling Twitter, even something like a TikTok video is not natively embedded. It's like somebody needs to take a screen share with their phone and then like manually upload that video to Twitter, because even between these two ecosystems, you can't port over content. So that poses very real dangers for content creators, even some of the most famous ones. So if you're familiar with Belle Delphine, she's one of the most famous internet personalities. She's created some adult content. She is really famous for this e-girl persona that I think has influenced a ton of other influencers online. Even for her, YouTube did ban her temporarily for her sexually explicit content. And she had written on Twitter saying like, okay, but what about Cardi B's WAP, for example? That's also sexual content. What makes you the moral arbiter between like why my content crosses a line and why Cardi B's content doesn't cross a line? And overall, I think this message resonates, right? Like all of these big tech companies, should they be the ones dictating moral standards in our society? And I think the answer is a resounding no.
Yeah.
So for content creators like Belle Delphine, not even just within the adult industry, but just any sort of creative industry at large, one of the primary upsides, I think, of Web3 is that through something like NFTs, you always get to capture the upside of secondary market sales. And then on top of that, because all of this content exists on the blockchain, there's no way for it to be censored or deleted.